Hey, hey, hey. Hey, everyone. Happy Labor Day. Happy Monday. Excited about this message. Get out of your own way and make things happen. You got to get out of your own way and make things happen. How you guys doing this day? Hope you're enjoying your day. Many of you are probably off work, hopefully. Enjoying this extra day to relax. Hey, how you doing? Alessandra, Candace, Miss Diane, how you guys doing? Hey, everyone on Instagram Live, everyone on Facebook Live, everyone on YouTube, everyone on my email list. I love you all, Love Nation. You work today at 5 a.m. Oh my goodness. Bless your heart. That is early. Hey, Claire. Hey, Talisha. Jonte. Yay, I'm on. Yes, coming on. I was thinking about you earlier today, too. So, yes, this message is really powerful. Get out of your own way. Hey, how you doing? I see you. Open Arms Connection. Hi, Shay. Good to see all of you. Hey, Faye, Chrislyn, Jennifer. It's going great. It's going wonderful. It's going amazing. I'm super blessed. Thank you for asking. Thank you. I love you guys. Love you all, Love Nation. So, I'm going to encourage you today with this message. I want to encourage you all to go ahead and register for the Love Talk Conference. Oh my goodness. It's a conference and expo for both singles and married couples. And I'm excited. I have a guest speaker. My actual mentor is going to be there. She's going to share her love story. She was married over 43 years. Oh my goodness. I love her dearly. She is amazing. She's going to be there speaking. My husband and I, we have an amazing presentation to share with you guys. Q&A. I mean, it's going to be an amazing event. We're opening it up for vendors. If you're a business owner, you want a vendor booth. So come and join us at the Love Talk Conference. You can go to www.thelovetalkconference.com and register. Yay, you're coming. Good. I'm excited. Sandy, good to see you. Love you dearly. Let me get into this message. Get out of your own way. You guys are going to want to share this video and tag someone to this video. This is a powerful message because we often fail to realize that we hold ourselves back. We often hold ourselves back from where we're supposed to go. So we get in our own way. So the message is get out of your own way. When I tell you your mindset, your thoughts, your doubts, your personal doubts will get in the way of you progressing in life. They get in the way of you elevating and going to the next level. They get in the way of you accomplishing the calling and the purpose and the plan that God has called you to in your life. So you got to get out of your own way. You got to get out of your own way. You got to let go of those bad habits that have kept you back, that have kept you from moving forward. You know, our self-doubt can be our worst enemy. And we thinking that it's other people. We're blaming other people. We're blaming situations and circumstances. And we like, oh, well, maybe if I had more money, maybe if I had a different boss, if I had another job, if I married the right person. We want to blame situations and people and circumstances when really we are the problem. We get in our own way. So you got to get out of your own way. When I tell you, you got to push yourself beyond your limitations. You got to push yourself beyond what you are so used to. And you got to get to a place where you are ready to get out of that comfort zone. You are ready for change. You are ready to be an overcomer. You are ready to take on the challenges that life seems to place before you. You are ready to gain control over that situation and stop allowing that situation to control you. You got to get out of your own way. You got to be determined to transform your mind and do some new things. See, you've been used to a certain pattern of life. See, we get into habits and patterns, and we get used to doing things a certain way. When it's time for change, we get in our own way. We hinder ourselves from growing. We hinder ourselves from elevating. So you got to get out of your own way. You got to say enough is enough. I am no longer going to allow myself to lean on to my excuses. You know, we talked about that last week. You got to break up with your excuses. You know, I'm no longer going to allow myself to depend on my excuses. I'm no longer going to allow myself to be a victim. I want you to let that sink in, because so many people get used to the victim role. I mean, we play it so well, and it makes so much sense. Oh, if this didn't happen to me, oh, if my father was there for me, oh, if they never did that to me, who knows where I would be? Oh, if they didn't say this to me, if my teacher never did me like that, if I never went through that bad relationship, I would be this way, I would be that way. Well, if I had a better paying job. No, you gotta get to a place where you say, regardless of what has happened in my life, regardless of what has happened in my past, I am going to take control of the future of my life. I am going to change my present moment, my present situation. I am going to enjoy it, and I am not going to be the victim. I am going to be victorious in this moment. I choose to be victorious in this moment, because, you know, we often, you know, it's a choice. You either choose to be the victim or you choose to be the victor. You make the choice. You can say, yeah, you know, my father wasn't there like me. I experienced that. You know, my father didn't raise me. He wasn't in my life. And, you know, growing up, single parent mother, you know, struggling, low self-esteem, went through different things, bullying, all of that stuff. I could have allowed that story to dictate where I went in life and to cause me to settle or to be held back. But I had to make the decision in my life that I am going to get out of my own way. I am going to make some moves in my life, and I'm going to make some things happen. I'm not going to be a victim anymore. I am not going to be stressed about my current situation or my past situation, but I am going to change something. I'm going to make some new habits, I'm going to put a new action plan together, because I know that what I do today is going to have an impact on my future. What you do in the next few months is going to impact the next few years of your life. So it's very important that you make the decisions to get out of your own way, to stop depending on the excuses, to stop allowing yourself to just stay in that complacent comfort zone where you're not growing, where you're not elevating, where you're not seeing growth, and just allowing it. And then when things get hard, you give up. When things get tough, you throw in the towel, and you feel defeated, and you feel like you can't make it, and you get to depending on your excuses and depending on your victim story. See, that victim story, it comes up all the time. And we use it as our way of comforting ourselves to say, well, this is why I'm not succeeding, because of this thing that happened to me. Well, this is why I'm not growing, because that happened to me. But you got to say, no matter what has happened to me, no matter what I've experienced, I am going to move forward in my life. I am not going to be defined by my past. I'm not going to be defined by my pain. I'm not going to be defined by the person who used me, abused me, mistreated me. I am going to move forward. See, it's easy to not forgive. It's easy to be angry and hateful and bitter. It's harder to choose to let it go and forgive. It's harder to choose to love even when you've been hurt. It's harder to choose to love and take risk and explore new love and real love when you know you've been through some pain. Because that pain that you've been through in your past, it continues to come up. But you gotta make the decision in your mind. I am going to get out of my own way. I am going to move forward. I am no longer going to be held back by my past. I am no longer going to be held back by what people say about me. I'm no longer going to be held back by the fear of success. I'm no longer going to be held back by the fear of my future, but I am going to rise up in courage and move forward. The Bible talks about in James 1:5-8, because we got to get out of our own way. So this scripture, I love this scripture because it reminds me of how we often hesitate. We second guess what we need to do. We doubt ourselves. We doubt our situation. We doubt God. And so this scripture is really powerful. It's James 1:5-8, and it says, but when you ask, now think about this. You might be praying and asking God for some things. You may have been going through some things, and you like, you know, you want to get out of this. The Bible says, when you ask, you must believe and not doubt. Because the one who doubts is like a wave of the sea, blown and tossed by the wind. That person should not expect to receive anything. It says that person should not expect to receive anything from the Lord. Such a person is double-minded and unstable in all they do. When I tell you, you got to get out of your own way. You got to stop second guessing. You got to stop being double-minded. You got to stop doubting. You got to get to a place that when you ask God, when you're praying, you're going through that prayer list, you're seeking God and you're working, because you know faith without works is dead. So you got to put some work towards what you're praying about and what you're believing for. You got to put action towards it, because in order to see some things change in your life, you got to begin to make some moves. You know, there are miracles in movement. When you begin to have movement in your faith, that's how you see miracles. Anytime Jesus healed someone, he often told them to do something in action. He asked them first, do you believe? You got to take action in your faith. And so you got to get to a place in your life where you decide, I am going to get out of my own way. I am going to make some things happen. I'm going to stop second guessing myself and hesitating when I know I need to do it. I know what I need to do. I know what's required of me to get out of this situation that I'm in right now, but I just won't do it. Some of you know some of the health issues you've been dealing with. If only you just eat the right things, eat healthier, drink water, and exercise, you know that it will change the way your body has been feeling. It will change your health condition. But instead of you doing it, you doubt. Well, that's too much. Well, I'm tired. Well, I don't have the energy. Well, I don't have the money to buy healthy foods. You know, these are the excuses we come up with. But we got the money to buy, you know, unhealthy things. So, you know, we gotta, you know, get out of our own way. Some of you, you've been trying to, get your finances in order, and you like, well, it's because of my job. It's because of, I got a lot of bills, and this came up, woe is me, and if only I could have finished school, if only this happened, only that happened. When you know all you need to do, there are things you need to do, and it would transform your financial situation. You know that probably all you need to do is stop wasting your money on things that's not healthy for you. You know that only thing you need to do is to start packing your lunch and making your lunch and stop buying your lunch every day. And you know that'll change your financial situation. You know if you put some money aside and just stop spending it and not tracking it through a budget, you know that if you only did that, it would transform your entire financial situation. But you got to be willing to get out of your own way. Get out of your own way. You're holding you back. You are holding yourself back from growth. So you got to make the decision. I am no longer going to settle in this comfort zone. I am no longer going to settle in my excuses. I am going to get out of my own way, and I'm going to make some things happen. It's time for you to make some things happen. That's right. Miracles happen in movement. You got to make some moves. You got to make some bold moves. You got to be determined and committed for change. You got to begin to set your goals and focus. You've been getting distracted. You've been allowing other people to come and to talk, and the naysayers and the haters and everybody that wants you to stay where they are, and they don't want to see you grow. They don't want to see you improve. And you've been allowing them to impact how far you go in life. Oh, that's too much. That's uncalled for. You don't need to do all that. You don't need to do all that. Just be like us. That's how they want you to be, because they don't want to see you excel them. So you got to change who you surround yourself with. You got to change who you're listening to, because you don't realize it, but what you're listening to, who you're surrounding yourself with, it's guiding your life. It's directing your path. But you got to be willing to make some moves. You got to be willing to get out of your own way to make some things happen. I'm just super proud of so many of you that I've been connecting with the past couple of weeks. We've been having our coaching calls. Many of you have taken the author's masterclass. You're starting to write your book. You're getting your story out. I'm super amazed. And I want to encourage many of you who really want to do it and who hesitated and who second-guessed themselves to make the moves. Make the moves. Write the book. Take the author's masterclass. Learn about writing. Don't doubt yourself. Oh, I'm not a good writer. How do you know if you never try? Make the moves and come to the Love Talk conference. Make it happen. Bring your spouse if you're married. If you're single, come. Bring one of your friends with you and get the information you need to elevate in your relationships, in your self-love, in the love for others and the love for God. You need to make some different decisions if you want to see a new way of life. Your decisions create your destiny. Your decisions create your destiny. So I want to help you make the right decisions. And first of all, I want to say happy Labor Day. Again, I said at the beginning of the video, but happy Labor Day to everyone. All of us working people, happy Labor Day. I am offering 20% off my entire store. So if you've seen a book that I've written over 6 books. You've seen a t-shirt on realloveexist.com, or you can go to RainieHoward.com. Anything in the store is going to be 20% off, even the ticket, if you want the VIP ticket, which comes with my new latest book that will be releasing at the Love Conference. You want the book, all of that, the tickets, VIP, all of that stuff, 20% off today and tomorrow. It ends tomorrow. night. So you want to take advantage of that. And the code for the discount is Labor Day 20, capital L for labor, capital D for day, and the number 20. That's the discount code for 20% off for the Labor Day sale. I just want to encourage you guys to go and take advantage of that. And I'm going to go ahead and post in Facebook the link for you to go and register for the Love Conference. I'll do that now. But how many of you can relate to getting in your own way? Because I'm telling you, that's really what holds us back. Because I always say it's not about what people say about you, but it's about what you say about you. What you say about you is way more important than what other people say. Other people can say, oh, you're amazing. Oh, you're wonderful. Oh, I love you. Oh, you this, you that. But if you don't feel that about yourself, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So you got to make the decision that you're going to see things differently. You're going to see yourself differently. You're going to make some different moves. You're going to believe in yourself. You're not going to doubt what you know you are called to do. Yes, yes, yes. I want to encourage you guys to do that. Yes, good. I'm glad you guys enjoy this message. You got to make some, you got to get out of your own way. Get out of your own way. And that's true. At times, you can be your worst enemy. You can be more critical about you than other people. And other people can be telling you, oh, you're doing so good. You're doing a great job. Keep going. But deep down inside, you're thinking, I don't think so. What do they see in me? And this is why a lot of people get stuck in toxic relationships, because in their hearts, they don't believe they deserve real love. They don't believe they deserve to really be loved and treated right. So they are more attracted to people who treat them wrong. They are more attracted to people who misuse them because of how they feel about them. So really, you got to get out of your own way. You got to learn how to love yourself. How can you love someone else if you first don't love you? The Bible talks about to love your neighbor as yourself. But if you don't have any love for yourself, how can you love someone else? How can you really love someone and be committed and faithful when you're not committed to yourself, when you're not faithful to the things that you know you need to do for you? So you really got to take a step back and really consider where you are and how you may be getting in your own way and how you may be holding yourself back and doubting, and things that you really want to do, you like, oh, it's too much. Oh, I don't have enough. Oh, I'm this. Instead of thinking that, you got to start changing that mindset and saying, you know what? I know the situation that I am in currently, but how can I change this situation so that I can do what I really want to do? How can I turn things around so I can make it happen? Instead of just saying, oh, I don't have enough. Oh, I'm not enough. Oh, I'm not smart enough. I'm, this and that. How can I change where I am to make this happen? How can I get out of my own way and open up room for growth and open up room for expansion and open up room for increase? How can I get out of my own way and open up room for real love? I remember years ago, before I met my husband, y'all read a lot of that in my book, When God Sent My Husband, but I was attracted to tough, mean, bad boys. For some reason, I thought that was attractive to, the guys that frowned all the time. I used to like that they would be all tough, but then they was nice with me. And so I was just attracted to that. And when I met my husband, and he was super nice and happy. And I remember we went on our first date, and he opened the car door for me. And I remember thinking why are you doing this? Don't do this. But I see that now, that was something wrong with me. That was just a sign of low self-esteem. That was just a sign of me getting in my own way and not even desiring or attracted to something that was good for me. So you gotta pay attention to that. Pay attention to those things. Why are you settling for that bad situation? Why are you attracted to that bad, toxic, drama-filled situation? How are you getting in your own way? I want you guys to think about that. I want you to tag someone to this video, share this video, encourage someone, and yeah, don't give up on you. Don't give up on what God is doing in your life. He has so much in store for you. So much in store for you. Do not give up. You got to feed your mind daily. So I encourage you to listen to this video again. And as I said, share it with someone. Yeah, 11 years, that's a long time, Lakeisha. 11 years. But you know what? God is faithful, and when you begin to make the decisions that you want more for yourself, that you want better for yourself, that you're not gonna settle, and you start pouring into your heart, pouring into your life, pouring into your spirit, and growing yourself, you're gonna get to a place where you slowly but surely will begin to see change. It don't happen overnight, but it happens with a decision. It just starts with a decision. Your decisions create your destiny. Where you're going, it all starts with your decisions. Each day, you have a decision. One decision can transform your entire life. One decision in this very moment, in today, can change your next year. One decision is power in your decisions. It's power in your actions, and you got to get out of your own way. You got to say enough is enough. I'm not going to allow myself to settle from where I've been these past years. It's time for elevation. It's time for me to stop putting it off. I gotta move forward. I love you guys dearly. I love you, Love Nation. I pray that God continue to bless you and prosper you and just cover you and just direct your path and order your steps, that God would just send his grace and his mercy to help and strengthen you to do all things through Christ, and to know that you don't have to settle. You don't have to be discouraged. You don't have to be anxious and fearful, but no weapon that is formed against you shall prosper. And know that as you ask, the Bible says, as you ask and believe and not doubt in your heart, because the person who doubts is like the waves of the sea, blown here and there and tossed by the wind. That person shall not expect to receive anything from the Lord. But such a person is a double-minded, unstable in all their ways. Don't be double-minded. Don't be unstable. It's time for you to make some moves. It's time for you to make some decisions. I love you guys dearly. I want you to have a blessed and prosperous day. And I'll see you later. Be blessed.